Heartland Waterfowl presents Behind the Blind Podcast.
So this chaotic episode of Behind the Blind is brought to you by Double T British Kennels. For more than 20 years, Double T British Kennels have imported dogs directly from Great Britain to build superior bloodlines. Their top-of-the-line dogs are proven in the field in major field trials. You can find more about them by going to britlabs.com and tell them Heartland Waterfowl sent you. Deacon Champlin, Eric Champlin, Logan Burditt, our busted buddy Justin Smith. I'm Ronnie Philips. Welcome to Kansas, where it's our traditional Thanksgiving trip. We typically come to you every trip with 4 podcasts. We're going to bring 3 because of the Thanksgiving holiday. There was some traveling back to Kansas City to be with families and doing the family dinners, so we weren't able to do that podcast, but we're going to give you an update on what happened the last 2 days while we were out here in Kansas, have some fun with the ducked up question, maybe do a little bit of the, we do the ducked up question. I haven't done this in a little bit. Ducked up question. And what's the other thing that we do? The outlaw moment of the day. Yeah. So we're going to get into all of that. So let's start first. After now we've done the introduction, we were going to tell you that we are going to do a giveaway with the Heartland Waterfowl prize pack. We revealed a brand new online store a few months ago. heartlandwaterfowl.com. You can go see all the new swag, all the new designs. We got more new designs that are coming out in the very near future, so be looking for that. And if you comment on all of these podcast videos and that we have them on Spotify and YouTube and do the thing, like, share, comment, all that stuff, then it gets you automatically entered to win the swag pack. So let's start with the first hunt of the trip, which was not a jam up hunt, but it was a fun hunt. We got to pick on a few birds and we got to shoot a few honkers and a few ducks. Logan?
Oh, putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go straight to Champlin. We're at Champ Camp.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to come straight to you.
You're waiting for him today because of the cool hunt.
We're going to get to the snows in a second.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So actually, so we hunted. Cool story about what we hunted yesterday. It's a big water now, but what was that? 5 years ago? About 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
No, it was season 4, dude.
It was like season 2 when your old man
Season
was here.
4. We gave the farmer a DVD. Season 4, and we're filming season 12 now. Wow, that was a long time. 8 years ago.
I
wow.
guess it was that.
Okay, so season 4, Thanksgiving morning, me, Everett, and Champlin, and my dad hunted this pond. It was the very last time that it had any water in it. It was almost bone dry. There's like beavers or whatever eating away.
The beavers destroyed
the
thing.
Just destroyed it. There was nothing left, and there was a little marsh. Anyways, we shot a bunch of ducks and some geese off of it, and then that's what we hunted yesterday. And now it's probably 5 acres, 6 acres. Yeah. It's a big,
redid it and
dug it out the last 3 years, and it wasn't even water last year, and now it's completely full. And so anyways, we've known the farmer for years upon years, obviously, and the grandson came out with us and hunted. We shot 10, 12 Drake mallards, and we shot like 10 or 12 geese.
We shot 13 geese and 9 ducks.
Yeah. So about 20 birds. Mm-hmm. Nothing like crazy, but it was fun. It was a good hunt. It was honestly pretty easy to set up. We were kind of getting the Thanksgiving jitters out of the way.
Sure.
We were running a little late and running around. But anyways, for the lack of birds in that area, this time of year, it's usually a really good area. Not a lot going on in that area this year. And so, I mean, for the circumstances, it was a great hunt. I had a fun time Thanksgiving morning, and we literally packed up and drove straight to Kansas City and ate lunch with the family.
Sure. I think going in, or, looking back on that, the reason why it wasn't a disappointment is because we kind of went into it with low expectations. I mean, the migration is, I would say, roughly 2-3 weeks behind. And so we were a little worried about, a week or two leading into this trip, whether or not we were going to even have birds. Now, fortunately, we did have a cold front that came in the last few days. And so
that cold front has helped America. All the waterfowl hunters, except for maybe like North Dakota, obviously northern parts, but
we don't worry about them guys right now.
Oklahoma has birds. The guys in Arkansas and southeast Missouri,
Oklahoma,
they're shooting all the birds. The guys in Texas are shooting birds. So, I mean, yes, it really helped push this migration, but for whatever the case may be, the area that we thought would load up pretty good, just hasn't really done it.
No.
And that's just part of it, And to be honest with you, it took a long time for the snows to get here.
Sure.
Usually the snows are here 2 or 3 weeks earlier than now, and they literally showed up, last night? Maybe yesterday afternoon into the evening?
Yeah, it's...
the vast majority of them. I mean, 3 days ago you saw 10,000 move in, but then over in the last 2 days, another 50, 60,000 came in.
It was a night and a day, and we went from 8 to 10 to close to 50, 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, overnight. Not even in the afternoon last night. You didn't even see half that, right?
No. I mean, it was more than I thought originally. But, yes, I mean, we went from 8 to 10 to 50, 60.
Right.
But everything's not going out in the evening right now either. Same with Canada's, everything else. Like, it's cold in the morning, but it ain't cold all day.
That's the difference.
Everything's not going out in the evenings. So it's really hard to get the whole of what you want to do, because you go look at stuff in the evening, and if you're looking at Canada feeds, there might be 75, 100, 200, whatever you're looking at. But then you go look at it in the morning, there might be 500, 600, 700.
Yeah.
Yeah, different ball game. The snows have always done that, though, around here. Is you maybe get a quarter to half come out in the evening.
Yeah,
for the most part, and then
especially when they just get here.
Yeah, and they obviously just showed up, and there's a lot of juvies, and they obviously played very well. Should I lead into today?
Well, before we do that, let's ask Deacon, what was your favorite part of the first hunt? The duck and goose hunt.
What I think is that I got to kill something, and it was the first hunt. I mean, I got a little too excited, but
was that your first waterfowl hunt of the season?
Yeah.
The season, yeah.
And I was very excited because that was very fun.
Sure.
Yeah, you were definitely the first one out of the blind.
Shot a little too early a couple times, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a little too excited.
Yeah, that's all right though.
Did you have a stern talking to him on the way home or something? He's really. I got too excited.
Yeah,
I feel like you've hammered that one home a few times.
You got coached up.
It's every man's demeanor. First time of the year, you get a little too excited too quick.
Right.
He's been hanging out with Brad Burditt too much.
Deke has been kind of growing up on the Heartland Waterfowl series over the years. Tell all the viewers, how old are you now?
I'm 12 and I'm in 6th grade.
All right. Got a girlfriend? Let's talk about your girlfriend.
It's her birthday today.
Oh, Morgan's birthday.
She let you go hunting on her birthday?
She doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
Hey, well, then you picked the right one.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, at your age, are you buying your girlfriend gifts for their birthday?
Your mom might have today.
Yeah, probably.
Do you know what you got her?
Thanks, Mom.
No.
That's probably a good answer at 6th grade.
So we're going to lead into the snow goose hunt, but before you give the phone back to your microphone back to your dad, do you prefer shooting ducks and big honkers or snow geese?
Snow geese ducks suck.
That's a Champlin answer right there.
I don't even think ducks are cool.
Okay, stop it. There are
snow
people.
Geese are way easier to kill anyway.
Oh, somebody's spoiled.
The apple does not fall far from the tree. All right, give that microphone back to your dad. All right, so let's get into the snow goose hunt. So you got to scout those last night, right? And you were pretty excited that the thing quadrupled overnight.
It did. But I'll reiterate on that. Somebody doesn't realize how dumb ducks are compared to snow geese. Thinking the snow geese are easy.
You'll learn.
He's been spoiled.
No doubt.
A lot.
No doubt.
Yes. Yeah, we've clearly, I mean, almost December, which is crazy. Today was the first day I hunted snow geese. Normally I've hunted them
a bunch.
A couple of weeks before we get here.
8-10 times already till now. But it's been that way the last few years, 3 or 4 years. Seems like winter's a little bit later.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're just not getting here.
Yeah, for whatever reason. I'm trying to think.
The
earliest I think we've ever shot them would be like the third week of October, maybe.
Yeah,
but that's a small amount. That's maybe the 5 to 10,000, and then I feel like we've shot them like really good the first week in November, like a solid number of birds around for snows, like 20, 30.
Just right when the season opens, you get that. Well, we have the early season in Canada, Kansas. We have the early season that's October like 26th ish. You get the weekend.
Why you've done this quotation thing like 7 times here? Why?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, they have that early split or whatever.
You get a weekend, and then like 3 days later, the regular season opens. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
it's kind of BS, but whatever. But I mean, shoot, 5 years ago, October 26th ish, I think we had like 10 grand. 2 days later, we had 150 grand.
Wow.
Like, it was crazy. And the season wasn't even open. Like, what do you do? Oh, cool. I can go out and watch you.
Yeah.
Fly around. I got to wait a week.
See if you fly into a power line.
And then now it's just almost December already, and we're just hunting for the first time.
Well, fortunately, for the reason that we're here, they showed up just at the right time. I mean,
we've been talking about it for 2 weeks, like almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
Logan's like, they're going to be here. They're going to be here. They're going to be here. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I've watched this for 15 years around here, and hardly ever do we go from 8 to enough to hunt, which I hunt 8,000 a lot, but when everybody's in town, you want a bunch.
Sure.
What were you going to say?
Side tangent. So I just made the comment, or if they just fly into a power line.
Right.
2 years ago, we're in Cold Bay, Alaska. Champlin calls me, says, hey, we don't have any wind tomorrow. We're going to set up underneath these power lines.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Ronnie's like, man, calls me. I don't think we're going to shoot them. This is
like, what are we doing?
What are we doing here? This is stupid.
Well, can I stop you there? Because
I'll stop you there.
No,
Ronnie hates snuggies. Everybody knows that.
I don't.
I'm not telling the story to rag on you. I'm telling the story to say that Deacon is very, very fortunate.
Yes.
And
Justin's boy too.
Champlin
on that one.
is the biggest, luckiest horseshoe up his ass guy I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Look at the deer. Yeah.
Coin flips on bands my entire life. I lose. He gets every single one of them. Anyways, moving on. He calls me back after I talk to you, and you're bitching about wanting to hunt these snows. And Champlin calls me back. And he's like, I think we can shoot these snows. They're right here. He goes, oh wait, hold on. They're getting up. Oh wait, they're gonna fly on the power lines. Yep, 6 of them just died flying into the power lines. Hold on, I'm going to go check them for bands.
One of them's banded.
Banded.
Right. Well,
who does that happen to?
Eric Champlin. Eric Champlin.
Literally, who does that happen to?
The other thing I was going to say is, if you've not heard me say this before, on the 12 years that we've been producing the show, we kind of consider Logan the field general. We kind of follow his lead. And Logan was not going to be on that trip because they were going to go to Cold Bay, as he just previously mentioned. And so I had voiced to you on the phone, I know what's going to happen. We're going to get out there, and he's not going to pay any attention to the ducks or the geese. We're going to be hunting snow geese today. And Logan's like, that's bullshit. We're not going to, don't let him do that. You let him know that you're in charge and you're going to make the decisions. And
sure enough, he was in charge.
Yes. That's right.
You're in my town, boy.
Okay, listen. So,
or old man, not boy.
This is Champ Camp.
Yeah. Okay.
not Ronnie Camp.
Well, it's what you said. So, whenever we hunt snows, we typically want a good stiff wind, right? Yeah. And this was a 0-wind day. We had a Charlie Brown Christmas tree for a backdrop on A-frames underneath power lines on a foggy day. None of the ingredients to the recipe of a good snow goose hunt. And I'm thinking, here we go.
Caveat.
This is Champion doing his Champlin shit.
Caveat, and what did I tell you? The only reason that I said that you got to give it a whirl.
Because they ran into the power lines. They're dumb.
Well, that too. But 5 days prior, they shot 270 in no wind.
Right.
So it's like,
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was pretty close to where they were going again. So it was one of those things where it's like,
They're dumb.
you got to give it a chance, you know?
And we did.
And over the years, you can agree to this. Some years, there's a ton of juvies. In some years, there's none. And it's just however the migration falls that year, and you just kind of have to live with it. And if you have a good year, you want to give it a go.
The moral of the story is if you have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree as a backdrop and you're set underneath the power line on a foggy day with no wind and a bunch of juvies that flew into power lines the day before, there's a good chance you can shoot them the next day. But you got to have that particular recipe.
There's also this thing called a blind squirrel. Finds it every now and then.
Right. We got him that day.
It literally, snow goose hunting falls somewhere in the line of those two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like somewhere in between. I don't know exactly where it is. And then we're like, oh man, we think we can get them. We're going to go run traffic tomorrow and just with no wind again. And let's just see if we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So leading into tomorrow,
Right.
I think that's what we're going to try to do.
Sure. So
We were in traffic today.
nah.
Yeah, I mean, we were touching the field they were in, and it was the same
Ish.
field. But tomorrow, you're like, well, why not? Let's increase the difficulty level a little bit. Let's just set up a mile and a half away from them.
One thing we have yet to mention is that we did get them today. We shot 100 snow geese today with no wind. It was a bright, sunny day. They were all juvies. I think I saw one adult bird. You saw three.
I saw one this morning, and then another one someone else had. I saw two.
The two we picked up there at the end, the cripples were.
And there was a
both
couple
adults.
eagle heads.
Yeah.
There was a couple eaglehead blues.
Yeah. So we had a great day. It was a great snow goose hunt in Kansas, which for me personally doesn't happen very often. I think it's happened twice now.
Well, Ronnie, I mean, to be honest,
the Justin Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Howdy y'all. There's
Howdy y'all.
2 weekends a year that you almost never miss here, and it's the weekend before Thanksgiving and the weekend of Thanksgiving. And if you get a good scout on, the birds are almost always fresh and dumb, and the hunts are generally good.
Right. Well, we had a good one today, and because they literally just got here. They're so dumb. They're all juvies, basically, and there's an opportunity. I guess we are going to run traffic, right? Is that the plan?
I think so.
How far off from the X are we, actually?
A mile and a half.
That's right. You said that. But we're the first field off the roost, basically.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the plan. You'll have to check in tomorrow for the results.
And the backup plan?
Backup plan is to hunt ducks in the afternoon.
We're doing that for you. He made that phone call tonight for you.
He bitched about it the whole time I was getting ready to walk down the stairs.
No, he made me make a whiskey drink to make the phone call. And then I wouldn't give him the whiskey drink until he made the phone call.
Okay.
It's called blackmail.
Well, there you go.
But we've hunted the ladies' field in the past, so like it's not like it was something that new or anything like that.
Is there any geese in there?
No,
just
zero
ducks.
geese,
About
just ducks.
1,000 ducks. You said.
Yeah. Little afternoon, fun little shoot.
And
nothing
it's a
crazy.
Cornfield or
yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
I might be
knowledge.
scouting when you guys do that.
And that's fine. We don't want you there.
Yeah, you can keep your bad attitude at home. And obviously the bad influence you've been giving your son over the last several years to hate ducks.
He's got that on his own.
Listen, if you're going to talk about my ducks like that, anytime you come out on a duck hunt with us, you're not allowed to shoot.
Oh,
You're not allowed to shoot ducks anymore.
Stakes just got higher.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. You know.
He's sleeping in tomorrow afternoon.
You know,
Yeah.
Deke, you could say the same thing to him. You
Yeah.
say next time we go snow goose hunting, you got to sit in the truck.
Tell him.
Oh.
Tell him.
Yeah,
He don't like snow geese.
I know.
I don't know.
But he's got to deserve it.
I've got to deserve
He
it.
does. He
I gotta earn
deserves it
You
already.
got to earn it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you got to earn that one.
All right. Well, fortunately for me, I'm
We'll
an
give
owner
you-
and executive producer of this show, so sorry about your luck, pal.
I'm pulling rank.
You might take it a little bit easy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You're welcome. Say thank you, Kent Cartridge.
Yeah, say it.
Thanks, Papa Ron.
And Ken Cartridge.
Can't card.
And King Cartridge. Thank you,
And
King
King Cartridge.
There you go. All right. Justin,
Yeah.
I like duck hunting now, I guess.
There you go.
He goes,
Just for the shotgun shells.
You gotta give it back. You said you like duck hunting?
You just cut him off.
he said, I really like those 2x4s.
Hey, Deke, you might be sleeping on the couch.
Yeah,
tonight.
he doesn't get to hunt anymore now. Do you like duck hunting?
Just for the shotgun shells. All right, let's move on real quick. Justin, I just want to get to this real quick because we were talking about Eric having his son out there hunting with us. We also had the opportunity for Justin and my first time hunting with you. It's has been tradition that we come out here and hunt in Kansas, and it's tradition that you hunt with us. And in my years of hunting with you is the first time you ever brought your son out. So that was a cool moment. Wyatt was out there, setting up decoys and doing the thing. Maybe talk about your experience with having your son out there with us for the first time. You gonna get choked up?
No. Obviously, it's a surreal moment and it's fun because
How old is Wyatt?
Wyatt's 7.
Okay.
And actually, I was talking about this earlier today. Wyatt has probably the best average of anybody in the world on snow goose hunts because
Brad Burditt might be pushing him.
I think Wyatt's got him.
Wyatt's got him beat. He's been on 2 snow goose hunts, and we shot
270,
300-ish, whatever that one day, and then 100 a day. So he's
got a
batting
better
200 average. I don't
So
think there's anyone in the world that's
He's
going to
the
beat
true
that.
snow goose magnet.
He also is the king of powdered donuts.
Yes, 100% king of powdered donuts.
And if you ever wonder if he had powdered donuts, he leaves the evidence all over his face.
I swear I thought he came straight out of a movie, a Boogie Nights or something. Booger sugar all over his face. Let's move on to DT and Q behind the board with the ducked up question of the day.
What do you guys got for us?
Hopefully not Cody Davis's.
No.
If Cody Davis ever sends one in, don't go with his.
All right, sounds good.
But
Today's ducked up question of the day is: would you rather take on 100 teal the size of cows, or 100 cows the size of teal?
That is
Pretty ducked up.
yeah.
You understand it?
What's the weapon of
Teal
choice?
the
Any
size
weapon.
teal the size of cows or cows the size of
Teal.
teal.
Let me shoot them big old teal. No 747s. Give me the red heifers.
I don't think Kent Cartridge makes ammo that's going to support killing those.
I mean, if Kent had a 300 Win Mag, we'd be down.
Yeah, give me the red heifers, baby. That's easy.
Man, I'm just sitting here now trying to think this through.
yeah, that's.
Would you rather
really
eat a
confusing.
teal
No.
have that much teal meat or have that much cow meat? Or
Give me them ribeyes.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
But the ribeyes are going to be like this big.
That's like Wagyu or medallions or something.
But you got a bunch of them.
Be like beef
Oh
nuggets.
man,
I
I
got.
don't give a shit.
how did you come up with this question? Where
I
is-
mean-
Was that a YouTube questionnaire or what?
yeah, where does this?
Thought about it. Really?
Teal
right,
the
You
size-
thought about it?
I got
Okay.
one. In the nature of Thanksgiving,
Okay.
your favorite Thanksgiving side.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
Q. You're first.
Green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Oh, money.
Green bean casserole.
Wow. You two are definitely brothers.
Yeah.
Hunter, what do you got?
Probably green beans with bacon.
Okay. Okay.
With
I-
the
I like-
casserole
we
or
about
just
greens
regular
over here.
green?
Okay.
greens.
I'm
We like
in
the
on
greens.
that.
We about
I'm
the
in on
greens
that.
over here.
What do you got, Ronnie?
yeah, it's hard to beat a good green bean casserole. I ain't gonna lie. Do I get the crunchy little
Yes.
onion things
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
top? What
yeah.
are they called? The French onion,
French onion,
Crispies or
onion
something.
straws.
I don't want to live in a world where you don't get
With the
those.
with the cream with the cream of mushroom soup in there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. Sorry.
I mean, I feel like you guys are all picking the third fiddle, right? Like it's the turkey,
Yeah.
the potatoes, and then whatever else.
Oh, but
I'm
are they
going
what kind of
mashed
potatoes?
potatoes and gravy for
Mashed
sure.
potatoes.
Okay.
Oh, I like the cheesy
100%.
potatoes.
I like the mashed potatoes too. Yeah. My favorite actual side, other than the mashed potatoes, my favorite is my grandmother makes these like homemade noodles, and it's in like it's like in a creamy kind of like chicken broth. I don't know what they're called. We just call them noodles.
Chicken noodles.
And I've never seen another family that have had them, and they're phenomenal. Can't even describe them to you. It's the plainest Janus thing ever, but they're so good.
Is it like a German culture thing, or?
I think so, maybe. She's from
I've
a
heard of
German
it
family.
before.
But yeah, go for it. What do you got?
I got mashed potatoes with gravy on the bottom with chicken noodles on the top.
Okay.
Okay. So you have done it before. What about you, Champ?
Crown. That's where I'm
He hasn't
going.
been to Thanksgiving in how long?
Yeah, I guess you don't really have a Thanksgiving.
I've
meal,
gotten
do you?
out of the Thanksgiving gig for about
10 years.
12.
12 plus years.
Well,
Well, no, even when I was in college here, you
Too much
were
college.
I
getting out
didn't
of
go
it.
to Thanksgiving. We're hunting, man.
Yeah,
We're
literally from
eating burgers.
I
or
think
we're
when
eating-
from when
what-
I went to college in Hayes is when I think my mom started our Thanksgiving the Sunday before Thanksgiving because she knew she wasn't going to be able to get any of us around, during that time because that was, 4 valuable days that we got to go hunt. And
Right.
obviously, my dad gets to come out every year here. He came out to Hayes, back in the day when I was there. So, but yeah, I've always done our Thanksgiving on Thursday or on the Sunday before, and man, we've always been hunting for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been here over Thanksgiving every year for
15 plus years now.
Yeah. So,
Thank
some
God.
of you go back home making.
This was my first year that I didn't, and we had
Yeah.
incredible beef enchiladas.
Allison did make some.
They
good
were
enchiladas.
fire. They were good. That's what
I-
we had for our Thanksgiving meal.
I tell you right now,
and Crown.
you eat one of them right now,
Yeah.
10 times better than they were 2 days
You
ago.
didn't
You
even-
gotta let them sit.
You didn't even tell me you ruined the good enchiladas when I was gone.
You left.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
fair
Kevin.
enough.
There's some
Fair
leftovers.
But anyway,
I just get lucky that my in-laws live in Manhattan, so I have the blessing of being able to come and join you guys every year.
yeah, you got to make the 2-hour drive to get here. That's great. Good to see you. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, you guys come up every year Thanksgiving.
We
My wife.
were talking about the
fortunate-
ducked up question.
Then we went to that whole.
Yeah,
other
I
thing.
know. I'm just giving
We
you.
went to the whole other thing.
So the Ducked Up question brought to you by Dirty Duck Coffee. If your coffee sucks, it ain't the duck. That's the preferred coffee of choice in the blind or around the breakfast table for Heartland Waterfowl and waterfowl hunters in every flyway. Save on a variety of blends by using promo code HW10 at dirtyduckcoffee.com. All right, so let's move on here with the outlaw moment of the day. This could be a badass, good vibe, funny moment, just something that happened today that was memorable as your outlaw moment. It's brought to you by Outlaw Beer. America deserves a new light beer. Outlaw Mile High Light Beer, brewed by Tivoli's Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado, the official beer of Heartland Waterfowl. Find them online at outlawbeer.com. Available now in most retailers, but if they are not in your favorite retailer, be sure to ask them about it immediately. Deke, what was your outlaw moment of the day?
Cleaning up whoever shot the bird that missed it.
Oh yeah. Clean up on aisle 4.
Oh, clean up. Oh, not cleaning the bird. Okay.
Clean up on aisle 4.
There was a
But there you go.
kind of a single that came in,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody shot, and the little man did clean it
Yep,
up.
yep. I do remember that. Nice shot,
Who
Deke.
missed?
I think it was your dad.
It was
Even better.
somebody. It was somebody on the left.
Oh, it was?
It's either that guy. I don't think it was him.
Mike.
Mike.
Possibly.
Possibly me.
But Dick did clean one up. He got him a single over there.
Okay.
A little cleanup.
How about you?
Mine?
Outlaw moment of the day.
Oh man. Oof.
Patterson.
Can I go? You want me to go?
Yeah, go.
Mine's real simple. We got to hunt, and basically we have a tradition to go to lunch after this at one of my favorite spots. But I am so grateful to be able to hunt snow geese on an A-frame edge hide.
That is solid.
There's just something about being able to just sit in the A-frame instead of in a layout blind and have them decoy right to the edge that is taken for granted because we don't get to do it often.
Right.
A lot of times you're out in the middle of the field or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I appreciate a good hide when we're hunting a lot of snow geese and we're off the X.
Right on. You got one? Justin Smith?
I definitely have one. I actually have two.
Oh.
The biggest outlaw moment of the day for sure was Logan taking one for the team.
Yep.
We appreciate that.
He stole mine.
100%. That was it. But the second one that I have was the cripple that got up out of the ditch and Patterson absolutely destroyed.
That was very bizarre. That was very bizarre.
Yes.
And I only just caught it from a distance, but he exploded that. I was like, where did that bird come from?
I don't know.
I was watching and I was like, I didn't see it come down.
Yeah, I think it was a cripple that just landed in the ditch behind us and it got up and he did not make it far.
That was fun. Yeah.
My outlaw moment was, well, I have two. One was Logan taking one for the team to go get those birds up that were landing.
Right by our trucks.
Yeah, basically. A quarter mile away, and he missed out on I don't know, at least 4 or 5 volleys actually. So for a guy who really loves to snow goose hunt, he missed out on half of the action because
and gave us about 30 or 40 more birds.
Right. Oh, maybe even more.
Yeah, they were about to give us the Truman Dickin.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, Lyle, for that moniker. Lyle is Logan's brother, by the way. But my other outlaw moment, kind of a sentimental thing. My best friend from Northeast Kansas, who was the best man at my wedding. We grew up together through grade school, Jake Slupionik, a.k.a. Sloop. If you're watching, love you, brother. Thank you for coming. He got up very early in the morning to drive a little more than an hour down here to meet up with us and join us on a great hunt. That gets to happen maybe once a year at best. So to be able to spend that time with him and the blind was an opportunity that I'm very grateful for and one of my outlaw moments of the day. So back to you. What was yours, champ?
You've had a lot of time to think about it.
I have. I really liked having Jake come down. He's came down the last 2 or 3 years. I like seeing Jake.
Yeah.
I don't know him other than hunting from around here. But anytime we have room and anybody's good friends can come, that's always awesome because we all have them. You know, you got your other friends that I don't know. Not you, because we grew up together. We all know the same dipshits. You know, with Jake.
I think he just called you a dipshit.
He said we know the same ones. All right? There's a difference.
But I've gotten to know Jake pretty well over just the few hunts that we've been through. And him and I sat together and we had a great time. And he talks to Deke. He's got kids that play ball, so he chatted with Deke about ball and stuff. Yeah, like it's all good. So that's awesome. So that was a good moment for me today, just because I get to chat with Jake a little bit, and I don't know him well. And he talks to Deke, you know. Normally, other people that come around
that are strangers, they're not going to give the kid that much attention or time, and, and he did that. No, he's a good dude.
Yeah, and Jake's 100%. Awesome, and I like him. And you're like, man, like I'd really like to get Jake down here. Do we have too many people? It's like, no, dude, it's good.
Yeah,
like let's rock it.
We get hide an A-frame this morning.
We did have what 11?
We're gonna have 11, but
11 guns.
What's 12? Let's do it.
We didn't have that many.
Our farmers are good.
Was it 10?
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
Anyway,
we had 10 in the kids. We're good.
So, that Jake being down here, like that's cool to me. That's a little blind moment for me. But shoot,
just hunting snow geese.
Yeah, just all of you guys being here again every year.
And the snow geese showed up yesterday.
Love it. And
he's been just wishing for it last 2 weeks.
You're like, they'll be here. They'll be here.
This is really turning into quite a kumbaya moment right now. It really is.
Really just been hoping they show up.
I got a text 2 days ago that said, hey, don't forget to bring the birds with you when you come.
Yeah. I mean, gosh,
he's been just praying for it for 2 weeks now.
It's hard, but anyway, nonetheless, whether we shoot them or not, every Thanksgiving, that's my moment. Every Thanksgiving.
Well, you're gonna have to think of a couple more for the next couple podcasts.
This is the outlaw moment of the day.
Every Thanksgiving, whether we shoot them or not, we have a good time.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
I mean,
what do you boys got?
Yeah, QDT. Whoever wants to go first, what's your outlaw moment of the day?
You guys really cut me off. Maybe I had more to say.
Well, you just, you're done. You're done.
I think me and Q, I can speak for Q because I have a feeling I know what his is too.
Okay.
But
it's me, isn't it?
Me and Q, we put a little money down and hit a 4-leg parlay last night, and in like the most cinematic fashion possible. So yeah, there's nothing like put a little money down, sweating a bet.
Well,
with
we should mention that we come here from Missouri, which until recently, when it was passed on the
Trump 2024.
We haven't been able to do sports online gambling in Missouri. So it's kind of a treat for those who are into it when we come to Kansas to get on DraftKings and maybe, which by the way, they're not a sponsor yet, but
hint.
Give me a call.
Possibly you.
Right. But, you get to come over here and you guys got to throw a little money down and throw a little bit of money together. And Tyreek Hill caught that touchdown to meet that fourth leg on that parlay and win a few $100s, huh?
Yeah, pretty fun. It was
Awesome.
It was electric.
It was.
Yeah.
Q.
I guess that would be 2. I have 2. It would be that, and then it would probably be this place is special to me because this is where I began my Heartland Waterfowl career. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my outlaw moment.
Is Hunter in the frame?
Yeah. Scoot over.
All right, let's get Hunter in the frame. So Hunter Easley is Ty Easley's son from Heartland Bow Hunter, and he's let's just say on an audition right now to maybe be a field producer for Heartland Waterfowl, and he's been crushing it the last couple of days he's been here. So you kind of get the vibe of what the outlaw moment of the day is. Do you have one for yourself?
Probably just I say the whole hunt. I've just never done any of this stuff before, so it's super.
He likes sitting in a tree with his dad shooting tree, big bucks.
It was probably that group that came in behind us that was super low.
It
was probably the bigger group of the day. That was pretty awesome because
helped on that one.
That was all Logan for sure. No, that was cool.
By the way, I got to see if you got it. I'll let you know if you're worthy or not.
Here we go.
Okay. Let me watch your footage.
The boss is
I'll
here.
tell you if you got it.
Welcome to Champ Camp.
Yeah.
Hey, DT.
By the way, his vote doesn't matter much.
What's
it doesn't.
I should also mention that this entire trip is going to come out on a YouTube video here in the coming days, and I'm going to put you on the spot, DT, because I forgot to look it up before we started recording. If you would quickly look at your calendar, when can the viewers expect to see all of the hunts in one awesome video that you produce that's coming out on YouTube?
Okay, it will be the 15th.
Sunday, the 15th at noon.
At noon.
That competes a little bit with the NFL, we understand, but when you get done watching your favorite team play, bounce on over to YouTube and see how all of this all kind of played out. So we'll be back with another episode of Behind the Blind tomorrow. You'll find out how tomorrow's snow goose traffic hunt went. And
if that's what we do.
If that's what we end up doing, which it's kind of...
We're wishy-washy right now.
It looks like that's what's going to happen. We'll have one more hunt after that. We're going to try to knock out another podcast on Sunday. These podcasts are recorded and then released within 12 to 24 hours. So it kind of gives you a real time of what's happening and hopefully gives you a feel of what it's like to be in camp with us here at Heartland Waterfowl. So for Mr. Deke Champlin, Eric Champlin, Logan Burditt, Justin Smith, I'm Ronnie Philips. Thank you, Double T British Labs, for your sponsorship and title sponsor of the Behind the Blind podcast. We'll be back with you tomorrow for another episode of Behind the Blind.
Wish us luck tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Traffic
with a lot of luck.
We're praying to the goose gods, baby. But we got that golden horseshoe with us.
It's going to be either really good or it's going to suck.